Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night. Get him in your lineups. Get him in there. And let's go get this money. Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. What's up? What's up? What's happening? This is your big homie, the DFS Jerusalem. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Bro, Mo, you didn't want to listen to me. I told you AD was the play, not LeBron. He always struggles in Miami. Yo, wonderful thing is, I had zero LeBron. I had zero LeBron. I had absolutely zero LeBron. I didn't like LeBron. I was scared, like I normally am every slate, to load all the way up on the kid, on AD. So I went pretty much. I was pretty much full of Giannis, which wasn't bad. Giannis was good. Giannis was good. Now AD killed it. AD killed it. But Giannis wasn't bad. All right. But once we got inside of the sweatshop and in the VIP and we started to build lines, we made some fire. We built some fire, and just about all my lines on DK cash. Just about all of them cash. I was very pissed about this one particular line. Okay, on FanDuel, every injury got me. Every injury, every bad decision by a coach, every fucked up move on FanDuel got me. I was in one tournament. I was in one tournament, right? On a duel, and I'm talking this one, the $22. It's $22.20. Yeah, $22.22 was the buy-in. And you hate to discuss losing lineups. I'm sorry, but I mean, I kind of want to do that. The cash line was like 321, and I finished with 319. And Bledsoe did not score in the fourth quarter. The coach's son fucking sucked. Okay, Eric Gordon did his thing. D-Wade did his thing. Gerald Green came up okay. Evan Turner, who I told you I liked last night, was good. This motherfucker, LaMarcus Aldridge, this motherfucker is what killed me. I never play him. I never play him. But he goes down, gets injured, leaves early. He was at 15% ownership, was in position to help me out a lot. I never played this dude. And I had some Anthony Davis. And what I tell you about Nurk? Nurk was my guy all day long. Y'all like DeAndre Jordan? I didn't like DeAndre Jordan. I had zero DeAndre Jordan. I like Nurkic. I like Nurkic. I like Nurk. That's where I was at. So that's a brief look back at my night on FanDuel. But DK, much better. DK, much better. DK was much better. Had a much better time on DraftKings. We went in. We went in on DraftKings. So let's go ahead, take a look back at last night. We're going to do that by going over our feature 4 plays of the night. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy I'm going to talk about is the Who Dat, scoring all them points over there, player of the night. This is the dude we talked about last night. I didn't play him anywhere, but still, this dude always plays well against San Antonio. He will go to Atlanta, go to the strip club, come out and drop a dud in the A, okay? And then go to San Antonio, one of the toughest places to play against one of the better defenses in the league, and he will destroy them, right? Damn near double-doubled on them in 28 minutes only. had 12 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, a block shot. Solid game for Kelly Oubre Jr. He is the who dat scoring all them points over there. Player of the night. Next guy we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that player tonight? And this is Trevor Ariza. I had so many Houston stacks. I had like 3 or 4 Houston stacks. Actually, we made one of them. I'm sorry, the train is here. I live on the wrong side of the tracks. Y'all know that, okay? I had so many Houston stacks. One dude I didn't have in any fucking Houston stack was Trevor Ariza. I had some PJ Tucker. I had a lot of. I had some Chris Paul. I had Eric Gordon, of course. I had some Nene. I had some Tyreek Black with his bum ass. I had absolutely no Trevor Ariza. And the dude went out in 26 minutes, had 21.6 boards, 2 assists, 4 3-point shots, 4 steals, and a block. He did it on defense as well. Awesome game with Trevor Ariza. Now the heat check player tonight must go to the homie Nikola Jokic. I had no interest in playing Jokic until I got in here and chopped it up with you all. Once we all talked about it, and we talked about how Jonas Valanciunas, or the matchup for Jokic against Valanciunas was like Jokic playing against an older, slower version of himself. Once somebody said that, it kind of clicked. It kind of clicked a light for me. It clicked for me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play some Jokic, and we had a lot of them. So honorable mention does go to Anthony Davis, of course, who led the night in scoring with 75 points. Dame had the baby game. That's another thing. I had some Dame, but I didn't have nearly enough. That lineup I showed you on FanDuel, I should have had Dame in that, bro. That Dame and Johnson, in place of the coach's son and the other and LMA would have took down that tournament, and I'd have won $100 grand. And these are guys that we talked about that we liked. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nikola Jokic, man. Honorable mention, of course, goes to Drew Holiday, Anthony Davis, and Dame, who had the baby game. But Jokic in 40 minutes, 29 and 16 to go with 8 assists, damn near triple-doubled on him. 3-point shots, 2 steals, and 1 block. Now, we must discuss that one motherfucker. It is you again, Goran Dragic. I'm so tired of pulling your bum ass up on the carpet for this shit, man. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. 29 minutes, you go out and you blow out the Heat. Okay. If I told you, bruh, the Heat gonna blow out the Cleveland Cavaliers, would you think for 1 second that Goran Dragic had nothing to do with it? Like I usually don't give motherfuckers the snowflakes when they win, but in this type of situation, it's like you getting invited to a gangbang and you stand to the side jerking off while everybody else is getting some coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is horrible. Goran Dragic, you a snowflake, and I'm not gonna roster your bitch ass again the rest of the season, man. It's horrible game for the homie, man. This dude was complete trash. In 29 minutes, only 10 points, 3 boards, 5 assists. Trash, complete trash, man. Horrible game for Goran Dragic. Now, we take a look at RotoQL, man. And, wait a minute. MLB is up, baby. Ow. MLB is up. Yeah. Shout out to the homies at RotoQL. There will be a show today popping off. A show will be popping off. Yeah. MLB is ready. Shout out to the homie Justin Park and them cats at RotoQL. We are almost ready to jump into MLB. It's going to be nice. Ooh, can't wait. Yeah. About to be super lit. Okay. Let's go. You got the do we have the lineups already? Oh, the projected joints? Yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be so lit. Join me tonight for MLB where we start to take over. And I've been listening to some shit around the industry. Oh my god, they're trying to come up with more stats and shit to confuse you. Can I please? VIP. Those of you in the VIP, please do not charge this to my heart. What I'm about to say, okay? Because let me tell y'all something, man. The key to winning in DFS in MLB is fuck all of them crazy ass stats they're trying to get you to look at, man. Forget the ISO wobbers and all of that crazy shit. XFIPs and all that. Fuck all that, man. Let me tell you what you're trying to do. MLB DFS. Out of all of these teams, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 teams are playing, right? Out of these 18 teams on the main slate, all you're trying to do is pick the top 2 or 3 scoring teams. It doesn't matter. It could come from the same game, could come from different games. All you're trying to do is pick one of these teams is going to score 10 plus runs. Out of all of these games right here, one of these teams is going to score 10 plus runs. All you're trying to do is find that team and stack the shit out of it. That's it. That's it. That is the key to MLB DFS. Don't let them confuse you with all them other numbers and all that other bullshit. I'm simplifying it. I'm making it as simple for you as possible. All you're trying to do is find a team that's the crazy game where the team scores 15, 16, 17 runs, stack that shit up, and you're gonna win all the money at some point. That is it. That's all you're trying to do. And you've got it's 160 some odd games, so you got a very long time to manage your bankroll, play and see. MLB is the best DFS sport for managing bankrolls because it happens every day. You don't have to feel like a loser forever. Like NFL, you feel like a fucking loser. You have to wait damn near a week until the mainstay comes back around, and then you go all the way in because you feel like a loser from last week. Basketball, you feel like a loser so easy because a guy gets scratched and ruled out, and now you feel like a fucking loser. So now you put all your money into the late slate. You don't have to do that with MLB. You don't have to. Mo, I can't do baseball. Know nothing about baseball. I've heard you want to start with the best pitcher. I can't even watch a game on TV. Maybe betting on games will bring some excitement and interest. I get it, but MLB is the shit, bro. MLB is the best DFS sport because MLB is the only sport where the luck is not as okay. It looks like the luck is you've got to be so lucky to guess home runs, but it's really not that's not as much luck involved in MLB as it is in NBA. You know what I'm saying? And it's so easy. It's so fucking easy, bro. Once you simplify that shit and break it down to what it really is, all you really should care about is the point totals, pitchers. That's it. Point totals, and pitchers. Point totals and pitchers. All you should really, really, really focus and hone in on. Point totals and pitchers. There's a lot of other subtle nuances and little shit that we get into once you step in and you fuck with me 100% and you're committed to the process. Yeah, it's a lot more shit than that. But I'm just talking about, bro, that's what we dealing with. Whenever we chop this up, we're looking at point totals, we're looking at pitchers, we're looking at what team we think is gonna go off next and how they're gonna do it. It's so easy, bro. What positions typically has the highest ceiling? That's the thing, man. Like the pitcher is probably going to score. Okay, on any given slate, the the highest average is probably going to be pitchers. Like pitchers is probably the most important. If your pitcher is shit, then your lineup is probably not going to be good. But it doesn't. Every position in baseball can score a bunch of points. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's the batter. The batter against the pitcher. So it's all about the batter. That's why Scooter Gennett can hit 4 home runs and cost like 3.1K. You know what I'm saying? Best hitter and stack around it. Attack the weakest team. Boom, easy money. Like it's not rocket science. And that's what all them other motherfuckers try to do, bro. That's what all of the sites try to do. They try to make it like, oh, you must examine the xFIP of the exit velocity around the isowoba inside of the man. Fuck all of that, man. Just let me know what pitcher sucks. you know, let me know what pitcher sucks. What's the smallest ballparks in baseball? What's the largest ballparks in baseball? What pitchers are good, and who always hits the shit out of this pitcher whenever he steps to the plate. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Mike Lowry says, man, I just want to say thank you, Mo, for real. All your wise words and wisdoms has really transformed my life. That's it. I recently quit my job to work for myself, following my dreams. That's what I'm talking about, big homie. Follow your dreams. You remember when I was at the restaurant, bro? That's what I'm talking about. That's where I really want to do this. But don't let them confuse you with that bullshit, bro. That's what they do. It's a mind game. It's a mind fuck. It's a curveball. It's a breaking ball. It's not real. That's what they do. They try to complicate everything for you, so you to take your mind off the most simplest thing. The simplest thing is, guess what? A bad pitcher versus good hitters, it's probably gonna get his ass shelled. Don't play that pitcher. Play the hitters. A good pitcher versus bad hitters, it's probably gonna mow the motherfuckers down. Play the good pitcher. It's simple. It's simple. And find the medium. The best good hitters you can find will still have money left for the best good pitcher you can find. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So this is not a baseball show, but it will be later on. So let's go ahead, jump into today's NBA slate. First thing I want you to know, man, is we are going down to Charlotte, and you know what time it is. Anytime we make our way down to Charlotte. Yes, we got Kimba in the building. You know what time it is. Now, there could be a chance if Kimba's mom is in the building. Because, yo, it's a little bit different, man. We talked about Kimba having the hose, man. But, yo, if Kimba's mom is in the building, the dude averages like 40 points a game since 3rd grade when his mother is in the stands. Like, it's a real thing. So, if anybody can find out if Kimba's mom is going to be at the crib, fuck them hoes. If you know if Kimba's mom is going to be there, then definitely you might want to take a look at rostering the big homie. All right, so first things first, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, going to Charlotte. They have been very bad recently against point guards, recently against shooting guards. They've kind of sucked. So you're looking right off the top. You got Nick Batum. If you're going to be playing 30 minutes, I think he is definitely playable. You've got Kemba Walker at 8.5. I absolutely love Kemba in this spot. At the crib, man, this should be a good one. This should be a good one. Dwight Howard at 8.6. A lot of folks are going to like Dwight Howard, but I'm going to tell you something, man. Against centers recently, they've been doing a really good job. I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is actually the worst spot on the slate to play a center against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the worst spot on the slate to play a center. I'm going to look at him. He's played him, what? Let's take a look. He's played him 2 times this season. One game he had 41. The other one he had a 15. I went to that game. That's the game I went to. My wife took me to that game. Yeah, he sucked. And LeBron made him look so bad. Bro, LeBron made him look so bad. 15.25 in that game. So I don't love him. I don't love Dwight. I really don't. I think Dwight is fool's goals today. I really do. Now, the fact that Kevin Love is a game time decision, has some concussion-like symptoms, may not play. For that reason, I love LeBron. David Russell's our big homie, Bill Butler. Bagley, 232, my God. Yo, I love LeBron in this spot. 11.6, coming off of a dud last night, back-to-back. People might be a little squeamish on an 8-game slate, paying up for LeBron in this spot. I ain't. I'm all about it. I like LeBron here. We take a look at small forward and see, you know, the Charlotte Hornets. They're not one of the worst teams in the league against small forwards, but they give up 41 over the last 5 and 45 over the last 10. That's good enough for me. I wouldn't have an issue there. So with Love being out, hopefully Love is out. All the Larry Nance. All the Larry Nance. Power forward against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's take a look. Decent spot, 45 over the last 5 and 53 over the last 10. So they've really been giving it up. They've really been giving it up over the last 10 games to power forward. So you look at Larry Nance if Kevin Love is out. Well, I like him even if Kevin Love plays. But if Love is out, I wish Love gets ruled out like right after lock. Because I'm not going to play Love at all. But yes, Larry Nance is going to be nice. I like Larry Nance. No issue there. Rodney Hood at 4.8 is also another play I think could be usable. I'm not in love with a lot of the Charlotte guys. Man. I'm talking maybe, you know, I like Kemba. I like Nick Batum. Possibly Jeremy Lamb. They may need him to keep pace. Maybe some Frank Kaminsky at 4.3. But I don't, that Dwight Howard, Marvin Williams, MKG should be out there forever. Now, MKG, I think he does have decent games against Cleveland because I think nobody wants to cover LeBron. They act like it's a fucking, like he's a freight train that's going to kill them. And they're like, you get LeBron. No, you get LeBron. No, you get LeBron. Like, nobody wants to cover LeBron. MKG is like, fuck it, I'll go out there and I'll do it. And he does. He covers LeBron in most games. So he's out there forever. You know what I mean? He's out there a long time. And he falls into stats. Like, in 37 minutes, he got 24 points. Well, that's not bad at 4K or 3K. Another game, he had 37 against them in that one that Dwight Howard got into early foul trouble, right? So I mean, if you look at it, if you want somebody from sheer volume of minutes that's going to be on the floor a ton because all the rest of them are scared to play LeBron, it's going to be MKG. How many minutes did Batum play last game? Good question. Let's take a look. 24. 24 and 25 minutes. No, that was in overtime against the Knicks. Yeah, the game they beat us. Sorry, son. So yeah, so MKG could be kind of sneaky on an 8-game slate. He's gonna be out there all game. As long as LeBron is out there, he's gonna be out there uh, getting schooled by LeBron and falling into stats. So that does happen. Let's take a look on the other side. Yo, if MKG is cheaper on FanDuel, I might lock him in. All right, so we got 12.5 for LeBron. Nance is 5.5. That's not bad. Yeah, MKG is 3.6. That's minimum salary for MKG. Stokely Love, what's up, big homie? Damn near minimum salary at 3.6. Look at Jeremy Lamb, he's 6.6. He's so playable on DraftKings. You can't play him at all on FanDuel though. So yeah, I think MKG is gonna play. Platoon 6.5. Yeah. I like that. Next game we got is gonna be the Brooklyn Nets going to Orlando to take on the Magic. And the Brooklyn Nets, they give it up the most to one spot. Like they're like the worst team on the slate. Okay, against point guards. So against point guards, this is the absolute worst team on the slate. This is the best place to play a point guard if you want to play them against the Brooklyn Nets. 216 total. The Brooklyn Nets are giving up 1.5. You look at DJ Augustine at 5.7. Definitely think I can play him. I might get jiggy with Shelvin Mack too in a couple of spots. You can do that as well. Power forward, I hope this team struggles against either the small forward or the power forward because I like Aaron Gordon here and I kind of want to play him. So I just need some numbers to back that up. And if I can find them bitches, I am going to roll out. Let's look. Where is he? Yes. 53.8 over the last 5 and 52.9 over the last 10. Yo, Orlando is sneaky stackable. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Orlando today is fucking sneaky stackable because there's no confusion. Like there's no Fournier, no Jonathan Simmons. Like you're not confused about who's gonna be out there and how they're gonna play. Wes Uwundu is not very good, so you've got the usual suspects. You got Vooch at 7.8. Anytime you get him under 8K, especially against the Brooklyn Nets, a team that we've seen struggle mightily against centers. Now, over the last few games, they've given up 38.7 over the last 5, but 49 over the last 10. Okay? So, Vooch, Gordon, Augustine, possibly some Mario Hezonja, all guys that I think you can play. On the other side, I kind of like Rondé here in the spot. Orlando Magic is the worst team in the league against centers. So Jared Allen is in play at 4.3. I think Rondé is in play. Let's look at Orlando against. Okay, Orlando's given up 50 over the last 5 games and 45 over the last 10. So I would have a problem with RSJ against shooting guard. Well, I don't want to look at point guard and shooting guard actually, because Orlando has given up 35.9 over the last 5 games to shooting guard, and against point guards, Orlando has been fairly decent, only giving up 43.8 and 46 over the last 10. How does Vooch match up with Allen? Allen has been all right defending here and there. Vooch is Vooch. Vooch can shoot it deep, bro. Vooch is going to take him away from the basket, but Allen is still going to pay off that 4.3 price tag. I think both of them could get their money in this spot. I think both of them could. So Hollis Jefferson, DeMarre Carroll, Jared Allen, possibly some Karis LeVert, Dinwiddie at 4.9. Give me a play. Yo, this might be a stackable joint right here, bro. D. Russ. This could be a stackable game. Let's take a look on FanDuel. Check out the price points. Rondé 7.2, D'Angelo 7.2, DeMarre Carroll. DeMarre Carroll has been playing very well lately. Jared Allen, Crab. Ooh, Crab is 4.8. I like that. Crab's a shooter, baby. I like that. Yeah, Crab's a shooter. I like that. Vooch 8.7. Aaron Gordon 8K. Hezonja 5.6. All of you to 6.3. How much is Russell on FanDuel? Russell is 7.2 on FanDuel. You're not really getting a big discount on anybody on FanDuel. You're not. All right, next game we got is going to be the New York Knicks. My New York Knicks going to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Trey, Allen, Iverson, Burke is at 5.8. We look at Philly and what they give up against point guards. They've kind of been decent over the last few games against the point guard position, giving up 48 points up from 44.9. So I would not have an issue if you wanted to play some Trey Burke at 5.8. Joel Embiid at 9.4, definitely in play. Ben Simmons at 9.3, I think he is in play. Redick at 4.7 is kind of interesting. I wouldn't have an issue with that. Tim Hardaway Jr. 6.5 is a guy I could get behind. Michael Beasley at 5.9 is also playable. Although this game could blow, probably will blow, and I really don't care too much to roster these cats and blowouts. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about the high dollar Philadelphia guys. Let's go to FanDuel and have a look here. Burke 6'3", Cantor 6'6", Hardaway 6'3". He's cheaper. I like that. Embiid is 10'2", Simmons 9'8". That's tough. Tough. Next game we got is gonna be Portland and Memphis. The overwhelming chalk for today is going to be the homie Shabazz Napier at 3.8, and I think on DraftKings you gotta play him. I think you gotta play him. I think you start every night up with Shabazz Napier. There's no way around that, bro. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're not very good. They're the third worst team. I mean, this is not a great matchup. It's not. But it's the third worst situation on the slate. The only situations that are this bad against point guards are Charlotte and Minnesota. The Grizzlies giving up 43.5 points over the last 5 games and 46.6 over the last 10. And in comparison to the rest of the slate, where Brooklyn is giving up 64.9 to the point guard position, this is one of the worst spots on the slate. But point guard is so loaded that it's still not a bad spot. It's still not a bad spot. So Shabazz Napier, definitely a guy that you got to consider. Not really too big on Nurkic. This team does defend centers pretty well. So I wouldn't have an issue playing Marc Gasol at 7.4. But yeah, man, Shabazz, man, lock him in. He's just a lock. Easy lock for 6x. Easy lock for 20, 25, 26 points. Easy lock. Emilio at 6.1, I think is playable. And CJ McCollum, of course, is a guy that I think you can definitely take a look at. All right. On the other side, Andrew Harrison, if he plays, I still don't want any of them. Maybe some JaMychal Green, Marc Gasol. That would be all for me, man. I don't want to fuck with this too much. With Memphis, I don't want to play with Memphis too much. I just don't. Next game, excuse me. Let's go over to FanDuel and have a look here, where you got Shabazz is at 3. I mean, come on, man. He's minimum salary, bro. Shabazz should be in every fucking lineup. Like, there's no way you should not have Shabazz. There's no way he doesn't make value. No way. Nurk. Yeah, there's no way you don't play Shabazz Napier in every lineup you make. It's foolish, in my opinion. I hate to go 100% anybody, but that's this. If there's ever been a spot in DFS history to go 100% anybody, it's right here on FanDuel, where a good starting point guard is minimum salary against the Grizzlies. I mean, how could you not play him? So we got McCollum 7.8. I don't have an issue with that one, but yeah, Shabazz, Gasol 8.2. Jamal Green, yeah. Next game we got is going to be the Atlanta Hawks going to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves. Yo, I want to look at Jeff Teague and see what he's done against the Hawks, man, because he was with Atlanta. And I'm not saying this is a revenge type thing, but this does he play well against them? Because this is like the guy they shipped him out of town to play. See this right here? This is a different type of revenge, in my opinion. This that so y'all want this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of revenge this is. Like y'all traded me because y'all wanted Dennis Schroeder ass. Like that's the kind of shit. And maybe it goes the other way. Maybe Dennis Schroeder was like, I will show you why they traded you for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Schroeder, but he's out. Dennis Schroeder is out. He's out. Damn. This might be a fade, baby. This might be a fade, baby. Well, let's look. Because Atlanta sucks everywhere. Against point guards, they give it up. So that's Jeff Teague. Against shooting guards, Atlanta's the worst team on the slate. So that's Andrew Wiggins. Against small forward, Atlanta, the second worst team on the slate. That's Bielitsa, who's kind of dead to me right now. Do I think Shabazz being yes. Yes. Nah, I think he'd be in the winning lineup. Yeah, I think he's yeah. Atlanta against power forwards. Okay, power forward is a spot not to test Atlanta. This is the worst spot on the slate to play a power forward against the Atlanta Hawks. And then at center, Atlanta, the third worst team on the slate. So that means that Karl-Anthony Towns is in play. So you can stack Minnesota. And if Atlanta comes to play and you stack Minnesota and all these positions work out, then you've done well. I think Jam Crawford at 3.9 could be in play as well. And if you look on the other side, who's gonna be backing him up? Okay, so you're gonna get a lot of Isaiah Taylor, I think, at 3.8, who it would be playable, but this is one of the worst spots in the league to play defensively. You look at Minnesota, man, they're giving up 41.4% points to the position over the last 5 games and 45 over the last 10. So Isaiah Taylor probably going to see most of the point guard minutes here. I get it, but I don't love it. Dwayne Dedman, center has always been a thing against Karl-Anthony Towns. He's one of the worst post defenders in the league. So if you wanted to play Dwayne Dedman, I would not have any issue playing that dude. Tyler Dorsey at 3.6 also could see a lot of minutes at the point guard spot. Then you can't sleep on Taurean Prince at 7.1. Let's go over to FanDuel, have a look at the very same game. Prince 7.5, Devin 5.5. Yeah, I like that one. Isaiah Taylor 3.6. Yeah, man, you can play him. Tyler Dorsey 3.6. Yeah, that's cheap salary saving options right there, bro. And you could legit roll out a fucking Shabazz Taylor point guard line on FanDuel and pay up everywhere else you want to. Like, you could definitely do that. Like, that's doable. Towns 10.8, way too expensive. Ooh, on FanDuel, that's high. Belita 5.6. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Next game we got is gonna be the Boston Celtics going to Utah to take on the Jazz. This might be a nice one right here, big homie. So first things first, yo, Utah giving it up to point guard. So Terry Rozier under 7K. I'm gonna be on that. I like that. I like some Terry Rozier at 6.9. And that's also a play a lot of folks are not gonna want to make. I think that's usable, bro. Um, Looking at Utah against shooting guard, they're not bad, giving up 36.2 over the last 5 and 37 over the last 10. So I think if you wanted to play Jaylen Brown at 5K, that's a very fair price, very good price for him and what his production lately. I think that can be usable. Also, on the other side, Donovan Mitchell at 7.5, a much usable play. We've seen centers really chop it up and get it in against the Boston Celtics. So I want to have a look definitively against. Look at it, yeah, the Jazz giving it up against centers at 41. Damn. Boston's been good, actually. Only giving up 31.4 over the last 5 games. So Boston's been pretty good against centers. Now, power forward should be a different issue. Yeah, so that's going to put Derek Favors in play for me at 5.3. 62 points over the last 5 games for the Boston. That's what the Celtics are giving up to power forwards. And 53 over the last 10. So they've gotten significantly worse. They've gotten significantly worse. The data says Gobert's not a great play. Yep. It says this has been she's not been good. Against shooting guard or small forward, excuse me. We look at the Boston Celtics. They've been pretty good, man. Small forwards are a pretty tough spot today. Today is all about point guard, power forward, and center. That's what it's all about. Today, this might be a 2-center slate. 2-center slate is what this might be about. Yeah. Let's go over to FanDuel. Have a look at the same game. Horford 7K, Rozier 7.3. Yeah. Tatum 6.6, Brown 5.5. Yeah, Gobert, man. I don't really love Gobert. The only thing is the price enforcing. You could use him on DraftKings because he's 8.9 on FanDuel and he's 1,200 cheaper on DraftKings. That's the one thing that might make him playable on DraftKings. Just the price alone. Next game we got is gonna be the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. Still some stuff to figure out with this one, where you got so many game time decisions from Alex Len to Devin Booker to T.J. Warren, Tyson Chandler. We need to know exactly what's going on here. I think Elf at 5.2 is playable. We look at point guards against the Los Angeles Clippers, and they've given up 48.3 over the last 5 games and 47 over the last 10. So I definitely think that you could look at Elfrid Payton, especially if we're going to see some injuries to the other cast that's going to keep them out. A lot of folks are going to want to go back to Tyler Ulis. I get it, but I probably won't. DeAndre Jordan, we look at center against the Phoenix Suns. Uh, Pretty good spot, man. 39.2 points over the last 5 and 40 over the last 10. So DeAndre Jordan, not a bad play in my opinion. I think you can play him. Sweet Lou at 8.2. I don't love that one, but Tobias Harris does stand out to me at 7.3. Really does. Austin Rivers, this could be a good spot for Austin Rivers too, because point guard against the Phoenix Suns has been a thing, man. Phoenix is not very good against point guards, giving up 50.5 points over the last 5 and 47 over the last 10. So give me some Austin Rivers, especially if Milos is not going to be playing. You know, he got injured last night. So yeah, those are the guys that I'll be taking a look at the most. Now let's go over to FanDuel, have a look at the same game. Rivers 5.8, yes, he's playable definitely. Tobias Harris 7.5, that's usable. DeAndre Jordan is cheaper. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one, man. 5.2 for Elf. I kind of like that. 15 and 15 minimum for DJ. Woo, bowl call. All right, last game we got is the Dallas Mavericks going to Los Angeles taking on Lakers. Dennis Smith Jr. 6.5. The Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the worst teams in the league on the slate actually against the point guard position, giving up 57.6 over the last 5. That is up 10 points from 47 over the last 10 games. So they've been really bad over the last few. Now, DSJ did kind of tweak something. It had like a little quick injury situation that looked kind of scary for a second, but he turned out to be okay, I guess, and he ended up playing 25 minutes. I'm gonna have a look at him. I would love if he was like fully, good to go. I would play him. I would love that. Harrison Barnes had a nice one. He's gonna be usable. Dwight Powell, Dorian Finney-Smith, both of those guys are gonna be out. So I would take a look at JJ Barea is out. Yeah, man. Ooh, this is tough. Maybe Yogi at 5.5 could be in play. On the other side, Brook Lopez is a game time decision, and we have seen the Dallas Mavericks struggle against centers, especially recently, bro. Giving up 40.4 over the last 5, up from 36. So if we see Brook Lopez and he's gonna play his 30 plus minutes at 6.4, I think he's gonna be usable. Julius Randle at 8.1 is a playable guy here. Hopefully we get Brandon Ingram back here. Mark Cuban got fined 6K for saying the word tanking in a post-game interview. Yeah, it's hard to trust DSJ, man. It is. It is. It is. It is. And plus, they're treating them with kid gloves, bro. Any little tweak, they pull them out. So, Lonzo at 8K is definitely going to be usable here as well. Let's go over to FanDuel, have a look. DSJ 7.5, 1,000 more. Barnes 6.5, Yogi 5.7. Randall's 8.5, Lonzo 8.6. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope 6.3. Ingram is 6K. Tyler Ennis. Okay. Okay. All right, so let us go over to FanDuel and see if we can build a little lineup real quick. Just a little something to get the old lineup building juices flowing. This is gonna be based off of what we talked about, man. Who we like. So first play, we already know what time it is. We're locking this dude in. It is Shabazz. We're locking in Shabazz. All right. Then at shooting guard, one of the plays that we talked about and we liked a lot is going to be, well, Wiggins was one. Wiggins is one. And then we had the Clippers, who's playing Phoenix, I believe. And then we had the Hornets, who another one that's playing Charlotte, Minnesota, and Atlanta. Maybe Torian Prince. We got Cleveland. That's okay. I'm playing Batum here. Nippleton. All right. Small forward. I'm playing LeBron. Power forward. Who was a power forward that we really liked? Memphis against power forward was a big deal too. Amina. Okay. And then center, I think we're paying all the way up to Vooch, or we're paying all the way down to Jared Allen. Okay, we're going Vooch or Jared Allen. And I'm kind of thinking we play some Jared Allen at 5K because I do want some of this. I do want Aaron Gordon. I want Aaron Gordon. Okay, now at point guard, again, Augustine is the guy that I did want to play. At 6.3 is kind of tough for Augustine. Rivers is a guy that I did like. It's a late game hammer. Let's do Rivers. And now we got 6.1 left per player. We're going back to shooting guard. D'Lo was on our radar for this game. Jalen Brown was somebody we did talk about. Damian Lee against Minnesota. He's getting the start. That could be a viable punt play. Yeah, we talked about Rozier. We like Rozier. Yeah, we like Rozier. We did like Rozier. Rozier, yep. Now, damn, we got 3,500 left. Damn, I'm sorry. Minimum mini salary? Hopefully the minimum salary guy we like as a small forward. How dope would this have been if we could have played MK fucking G right there, bro? That would have been lit. That would have been lit. Don't you hate lives like this? Where you got everybody that you talked about, everybody that you liked, and you got 100 left over? That would have been lit if I could have got MKG right there. Wouldn't that have been lit? Damn. So let's move off of Al-Farouq Aminu and see what else we got. Sarek, Jermichael Green. Okay, we did talk about favors. We talked about favors. We did talk about favors. Alright, there we go. That's it. That would have been lit, bro. We got Shabazz Napier, Terry Rozier, Nick Batum, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Derek Favors, Aaron Gordon, and Jared Allen. That is the unofficially official sweatshop lineup for FanDuel, man. You can smack it up, flip it, rub it down, do whatever you want to do, but always, always keep it 300. Peace. We are out.